of the nicest properties I've probably ever seen. Welcome back to Generic Expats. Today we take you on a tour of 2 rental properties in Puerto Vallarta, 1 luxury and 1 standard apartment. And then we finish off the video with a Generic Expats review of accommodation. So thank you for inviting me to this property we have here. This is definitely a very exclusive place, one of the nicest properties I've probably ever seen. We are basically in one of the most exclusive and nicest zones, and this is one of the best apartments in this exclusive zone.
One of the nicest complexes in the south area in Vallarta.
Where exactly is this property located in again?
Yeah, the complex is in Conchas Chinas or Amapas area, which is like 10 minutes going south from Puerto Vallarta. So we are very close to the old town or the romantic zone, which is very popular. So we are practically in the city. The beach is perfect. The beaches are cleaner and nicer.
So speaking of the beaches, I'm going to give a quick look at how the beaches look from on top of this balcony. As you can see, this has a beautiful view, about 180 degrees, maybe even more, of southern Puerto Vallarta, the romance zone. You can see the Los Muertos pier, the pier of the dead. So yeah, this is a great property.
Actually, I think it's the best one of the rental properties that we manage. It's one of the biggest. It's a 4-bedroom unit and 4 bathrooms, and it's huge.
Right, I just went through the property and it is massive, definitely a big place. Speaking of it being very luxurious, having lots of rooms, we are looking straight at the ocean right now. What does this property cost per night?
In Vallarta, there are 2 seasons very like clear, which is the summer months, which is less occupied. And
that's the low season, right?
That's right.
What are the low season prices?
Well, this one can be 700 more or less.
And in high season, what is the typical price during high season right now?
Yes, around, for example, this one, since it's a very big unit, it's luxurious, it's maybe around 1,000 per night.
This property in the low season and high season, what would be the monthly cost?
$23,000.
$23,000 per month?
That's right.
High season or low season?
Low season.
And high season, maybe 30?
Yes.
Okay.
We have studios, all like more traditional style or more Mexican style.
So this is more of the type of property that, more of the highest cost property that you manage, right? The highest there is. And then most of them are quite a bit less, like $100, $200, $300 per night.
That's right.
What's included in this property, we have lots of TVs and bathrooms and hammocks, and there are 2 pools here, right?
The unit doesn't have a private pool, but the complex where the unit is located has a rooftop pool, which has a beautiful view, and the lobby or the ground floor level has another pool and a bar. The complex has a room service and a restaurant, which is not typical in this kind of complexes.
I'd like to say to you, thank you so much, Tania, for giving me your time and your effort for showing this property. Hello, and we are back. I am blessed today to have the presence of the closer friend, every day a little bit closer, that I met through this company, PVRPV. Let's get her information first, what her name is, where she's from, and how old she is, and how long she's been with PVR.
Hi everyone, I'm Tania from, and I was born in the north part of Mexico. Then I moved here to Vallarta, and I've been working with the company, with PVRPV, for 4 years now.
But you said you moved from Chihuahua to Puerto Vallarta how long ago?
Like 9 years ago.
Okay, so you've been here almost a decade. All right, so you know this place very well.
Beautiful, beautiful place to live.
Chihuahua also is very nice.
It's a different city, bigger city, different weather. What is everybody is looking for here, the good weather.
Right. All the Chihuahuenses, all the Chihuahuan people, they come here, and you also came here to live.
That's right.
Great. Okay, so we are in another property from your company that is short to longer term, right? You said that this building or this apartment can be rented for 1 day, 3 days, 1 week, 1 month, 6 months even, right?
Yes. We specialize in vacation rentals that can be from, depending on the unit, sometimes most of them accept minimum 3 nights, up to 1 week, 2 weeks, or up to 6 months.
Does this apartment have a minimum of nights to reserve in order to stay here?
Yes, this one specifically is, they require 5 nights.
5 nights, okay. So what is the price per night? And I remember seeing if you rent for 1 week there is a discount, right? So what is the
discount.
Right. What is the price per night and per week?
Yeah, for example, on this one, the base rate is like 85. That will be like $100 US during the season.
That's the low season, right?
The low season, which is the summer here. And for a week will be about 700 more or less. That includes all the taxes and 1 maid service during the stay.
1 maid service in the 1 week?
Yes.
Okay, and that
will be 1 cleaning.
1 cleaning, and that includes internet, AC, electricity. You don't pay anything.
No, you don't pay anything. We will give you a rate, and that includes all the taxes, all the amenities.
I saw on your charts also, you mentioned that this can be rented for 1 month and up to 6 months. What is the price for 1 month here?
It's 3,000 per month.
Okay, and that includes the taxes, right?
That's right.
Okay,
and
so
the same, it includes all the electricity, all the units that we manage. They include the Wi-Fi. Most of them have the washer and dryer, the pool.
does this condominium have a pool?
Yeah, that's right.
So you mentioned that it's 3,000 per month and possibly less if you rent for 2, 3, 4 months or more.
That depends on the owner. We are a company that work directly with the homeowners. Very often, an owner can approve our discounts.
What is the price per day and week in the high season?
120 per day.
120 per day. How about per week?
Around 800 per week. On the high season, monthly rate is, which is in the winter months, like right now, is 4,200 per month.
Around, so 120 per day, 800 per week, and about 4,200 per month. This is right now during the most comfortable, best time to come, right?
That's it.
Well, what do you think of this property and the zone that we are in? We are in the romantic zone, right?
That's right. Is the romantic scene is the more popular and the more touristic area of in Puerto Vallarta. Everybody wants to be here because you find good restaurants, a lot of things to do, bars, entertainment. So it's very very popular. So you are in the most touristic place.
This is a special location I noticed when I came here. I drove here and I found that it's in between the Zona Romantica, the romantic zone, and the next zone, which is leaving the city, Amapas, which is kind of a higher scale area, but it's kind of right on the corner, so it's quite walkable to be here and go around the city, right?
That's right. We are in the middle of everything. We have stores here. The beach is about 10 minutes walking, and you can from this unit you can see the ocean a bit. It has a partial ocean view, so it's beautiful.
Yeah, we are on the balcony now, and we can see a very nice view. Definitely very nice for the price as well. And the zone is very good. This is one of the 3 or 4 best places to be if you're looking for a way more privacy. Probably not here because that would be in Conchas Chinas and outside the city, but this is a good local location, isn't it?
That's right.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you so much for showing me this property, for giving us your time. Now, it's time to put Puerto Vallarta into the generic expats accommodation review leaderboard. Starting with luxury, we discovered that Puerto Vallarta has great options if you're looking to purchase or rent accommodation with a luxury experience. 10 out of 10 for luxury. Affordability is not Puerto Vallarta's strength, as this has been the most expensive city that we have seen thus far. Rental apartments were, for the standard apartment, $3,000 to $4,000 per month, and the luxury apartment $1,000 per day. The purchasing property as well was $500,000, albeit in the luxury location. I give it a 6 out of 10. Now, location. The purchasing and rental properties were located in a beautiful area surrounded by mountains, on the beach, and basically in the city with all the conveniences that it offers. It gets nothing less than a 10 out of 10 for location. Putting it all together, location, luxury, and affordability, Puerto Vallarta gets an 8.6 to go on to the generic expats review system in accommodation.